Tales of Graces is the 12th game of the main Tales series. It is the second game in the series to be made for 2 consoles. The game was originally for the Wii in 2009, making it one of 2 Tales games for the system, and be released roughly a year later for the PS3 as Tales of Graces F. The game takes place in the world of Ephenia, not Graces, mind you, where the main protagonist, Aspel, and his brother Hubert went into a little adventure outside of their hometown of Lont in the nearby hill, which apparently had a huge tree growing at the hilltop overlooking the sea with a meadow. Once the brothers went to the hilltop, they discovered a strange girl who might have amnesia, so the trio went back to Lont, only finding angry Sheria waiting for them. After escaping from Sheria and talking to Sheria's grandfather, the kids went on a series of adventures, from asking a traveling beastmaster to befriending Prince Richard of Windor. However, on their final adventure, the kids and an unconscious Prince Richard were attacked by a powerful monster in which the strange girl, now named Sophie, sacrificed her life fighting said monster in the underground caverns of the Vendonian capital Verona, leading the kids to split up. The Lont brothers were separated, with Hubert being sent to Strahd to be adopted, causing Aspel to run away from home to be a knight, refusing to be the next Lord of Lont and leaving Sheria behind. 7 years later, Aspel, still a knight in training, received a message from home about his father's passing, causing him to return to Lont and assume the role of Lord, only for the town to be attacked by Vendelian forces. Eventually, an unexpected return of Sophie and occupation by Estradan forces, led by Hubert, leading Aspel to be an exile lord, being accompanied by Sophie and being dragged into a war for the Vendorian throne. Aspel and Sophie would later find something odd about Prince Richard, leading them into an adventure to save the world. Find out about Sophie. Along the way, they reconnect with their friends and make new ones along the way, with Sheria, Hubert, Captain Malik of the Vendorian Knights, and Pascal, all sports scientists and inventor, joining them as they find a way to stop Richard. The battle system is modified as to fit the remote and nunchuck control scheme, as the arts are divided into A arts and B arts. A arts are arts which form parts of the combo, while B arts are used separately. The battle system also features sidestepping and the Eleth meter, in which the meter come in 2 colors, blue and red. The blue meter is for your party, while the red meter is for the enemies. When either one is full, it activates either Eleth Burst for the party or Eleth Break for the enemies. Either side will be able to perform their mystic arts and unable to be staggered. So it's a double-edged sword if you're not careful when the red meter is full. The exploration of the game is similar to most of the previous 3D Tales games, as the camera is at a fixed angle, so you're limited to seeing what the camera is seeing, even though it does follow your party around, but not so much, as not everything is in view, as there are items littered everywhere, both hidden and in plain sight. Cooking and item creation is done by using an Eleth mixer, a key item which you can only get after the time skip, and dualization which can only be done at stores and Turtles missions. It should be noted that any item that is created in stores and by the Turtles merchants or discovered in the field will be listed as items and food to be created through the Eleth mixer. Cooking with the Eleth mixer is done by fighting in battles, while item creation is based on time spent in a field, but it won't be easy since it's all about percentages in creating said item. The PlayStation 3 version of Graces have an epilogue called Lineage and Legacies, which takes place a few months after the end of the main story, which deals with the threat that ties to Sophie's past and the future of the party. Lineage and Legacies also have new side quests and a new character to master, so he would be more useful if you're planning on a new Game Plus run. Both the Wii and PS3 versions of Graces have DLC costume title sets, which provide more skills and stats that would make things easier on the long run. Tales of Graces is perhaps one of the most basic Tales games due to the control scheme is quite simple and the combat system is limited to fighting on the ground. Nonetheless, it is challenging enough for you to try long combos and facing powerful enemies in battle. It also makes up for the battle system by providing a story of lifelong friendships and betrayals, as well as providing side quests and skits to keep you entertained, as well as making the main quest enjoyable. I recommend this game to Tales fans, RPG players going for a different battle system, and newcomers who are familiar with fighting games. So if you like pulling off long combos in RPGs, then go get the game already.
It's over! For our fate! For our destiny! This ends here! Land think you have won? No, you are mistaken. I cannot be defeated.